Welcome to A Quick Brew, your regular weekly podcast released on a Wednesday with Sir David Bancroft, Reverend Obadiah Seppelwolf III, and myself, James Bookclub Sharples. Chin chin, Dave.
I'm so confused by most of what just happened.
Most people are when they speak to me.
Fair. Yeah, no, fair. But James Bookclub Sharples, obviously I'm not confused about that at all.
Well,
I know
no,
exactly
we know
where you're
what
going
that
with
is.
that. I think it went well. What do you reckon?
Really good, really good. Some really insightful thoughts. It's brilliant to have these guests on just to offer that diversity throughout our platform and our podcast, just to get different
Yeah.
opinions. Us
Yeah.
two moaning old men. Well, we're getting same old. We like to keep
Yeah.
relatively fit. We like to, make sure our youth doesn't escape us quite as quickly.
Still clawing onto it.
Yeah,
Still clawing onto it.
clutching on.
Will not let it go.
Clutching on to that youth. But it's great to get those different perspectives and those different opinions. And I like a new feature.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I do.
welcome to the book
A
club.
feature on a pod.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But what did we decide we were going to call it in the end? It wasn't book club, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was bookshelf.
A quick brew bookshelf. Or did we say it was a
Yes.
quick brew bookcase?
It was bookcase. We don't even know the name of our own feature.
No.
Bookcase.
It's a new introduced feature.
It is a bookcase. Yeah.
Bookcase.
A quick brew bookcase.
Bookcase. On that, have you got any other recommendations for books whilst we're on it?
Good shout. The most recent book that I read that I found to be helpful was something called Atomic Habits, probably a book you've either read or heard of before. I think every time I pick up a copy, it says it sold another 1 million copies. So it seems to be doing the rounds and doing well. Have you read it?
No. I suppose I'll
Really?
give it a read.
Atomic Habits.
Atomic
Mate,
Habits.
this is a great book.
I will give it a look. That can be added to the bookcase.
Bookcase, yes.
Essentially, at the minute, it's potentially more of a bookshelf rather than a bookcase.
Maybe even a coffee table in a show home.
Yeah, dentist waiting room. It's welcome to a Quick Brews dentist table book storage facility. Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
Top Gear magazines from 8 years ago or something.
Yeah, or an FHM from 1999.
Exactly right. Yeah, exactly right.
Promoting Robbie Williams' Millennium soundtrack.
Topical.
Gotta
get me a copy of that.
Sadie's book.
Mm.
So Sadie became a top 10 Amazon selling author throughout the pandemic, which all went to charity. All went to charity. And it's called Unlocked: From Surviving to Thriving. And it was released to help people throughout the pandemic. It's from 10 acclaimed experts share their advice for adapting to life after crisis. And it's curated all by Sadie Restorick with her input as well. But it is a fantastic read. I would give that a whirl, and it all goes towards a good cause as well. You can find it on Amazon, Unlocked.
And I think we've committed to adding the book recommendations to the comments, haven't we?
So if by
some form of magic people are inspired to read anything we recommend, then they can find it in links. I'd like to look at that though from Sadie. That sounds interesting.
Honestly, it's a great read.
Mm-hmm. And Atomic Habits, just to summarize, as you can probably imagine, is all about setting making tiny changes to your habits, which will compound to make a big difference to your life, whether it be business, whether it be personal, or anything in between, really. So it's about understanding what drives you. It's about building positive habits, repeatable habits, achievable habits that will then drive your success. Check it out.
It's something that I've said within sales. You have to say, even though you've got like your major targets and such that you want to achieve, all the best sales managers and the best sales professionals and the best sales team members that I've ever met set themselves those small, realistic goals and daily goals to be able to achieve, not just on meetings, but on connections, on what they want to do within, maybe getting up and walking away from the desk and et cetera. So you've got to set those small goals and set that structure for you to go forward.
Yeah, no, I absolutely believe in that. And again, it would be nice in sales, wouldn't it, if it was like Thanos, just sell and it happens. Doesn't happen, does it? Doesn't
No.
happen like that at all. And it is all about small, repeatable habits and
Yeah,
actions. So yeah, recommend it. So we've got Atomic Habits
and Unlocked.
and Unlocked.
And it's got,
Love it.
despite it being, released to help people after sort of a crisis, it's got some amazing advice and life lessons within there, so I'd recommend giving it a read.
It's usually the way. I think it depends what perspective you're reading something from, doesn't it? And if you can identify with it or if it resonates with you, then it doesn't matter almost the perspective it's written for. If there are takeaways that you can deploy, then amazing.
And you're reading a book from the Global Inspirational Woman of the Year 2025. There's not many other books that you can testament that to, is there?
I could never claim to be that person.
Right, anyway, we digress. So we were talking
We
about
do.
dumbed down.
Yeah. Yes. Dumbed down.
Basically, this phenomena and this idea that the media companies and film companies are actually dumbing down, the I suppose, content of what they are putting within their films and within their media for things like second screen optimization, knowing that people are gonna be scrolling through the phones while watching it. There's a lot of vertical video formats coming into production, because companies are creating content specifically in the video format to be viewed on smartphones, micro dramas and shorter series for, shorter attention spans and just quick
Mm,
bite size. So I don't like it. I do not like it.
I don't.
There's a survey that was done, I think, let me actually just double check. I think it was done by Facebook,
Mhm.
um, and who's not gonna believe Zuckerberg? Yes, a
Well,
study commissioned by
obviously.
Facebook IQ and conducted by Toby Pro Insight in home eye tracking in the US. Sample size 100 adults aged 18 to 50 found that 94% of participants kept a smartphone with them while watching TV.
94%.
94%. And the study also found that during TV viewing sessions, when participants had their phones, their eyes were off the TV screen 47% of the time. So if you think you're only taking in
Wow.
half the movie, and I can relate to it in some of the. So I'm a
Of course you
person.
can.
I like to get engrossed within within a program or a movie. We've been talking about recently about the Ed Gein Monster series. You couldn't look away from that. You were
No.
engrossed in it. Despite how disturbing it was, you were
Yeah.
absolutely engrossed by it. And if you did
Mhm.
probably lose track from it, you probably would lose sight of where you were and what was going on.
Why is he in underwear all of a
Yeah,
sudden?
yeah. What's
It's
going
like,
on with that
look
belt?
away and turn back.
Yeah,
Well,
what's going on with that belt? What's he doing with that chainsaw? Ah! Um, but sorry,
yeah.
mother, I
No,
didn't mean anything by
no,
it.
no, 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 no. No.
What are you going to do that for? The but Shawshank Redemption, favorite film of all
Yeah.
time, and there's
Really?
so many layers within that film, and so many emotions that it stirs. That if that was
Yeah.
dumbed down, that's not going to be a classic and probably known as one of the greatest films of all time. Um,
It's not a feel good film, is it?
It's not a feel-good film. I mean, there is feel-good elements towards the end, but it's a film that really encapsulates you
Yeah.
and drags you into it, and you really want to watch it. I mean, so if things like that are gonna stop,
Mm,
I'll be absolutely gutted. I mean, and you do notice with it, I try to encourage Sienna not to do it. She'll be watching television while she's also watching YouTube or playing on Roblox
yeah.
or doing something different. It's like, concentrate on one
Multitasking.
thing. What's this gonna lead to?
Yeah.
These attention spans that are getting shorter and they're flitting from one thing to another, is actually encouraging something like ADHD. Because that is a trait that's, I'm pretty certain I'm undiagnosed ADHD, and most people that know me are pretty certain of it too, where your minds just go off on tangents. And, things like this promoting that, it's it's something that I don't want to happen. I know it's currently happening. Um, but in my opinion, is that gonna get to a stage where we're not gonna see like the Revenant as an example?
Yes. Yep.
Again, so many different sort of storylines and elements to that film, and if that had been dumbed down, it would Leonardo DiCaprio would have probably never won an Oscar.
Uh, yeah, I agree. I wish I would have dumbed down Matrix 3. I struggled with that. I actually wish they had have done that one down. But yeah, you imagine watching with a smartphone in one hand. You imagine watching Inception, for example.
Oh, Lost.
Yeah, I mean, you look away for a second, you don't know what time frame you're in. You literally don't know what direction you're facing, and it's lost, isn't it?
Yeah, completely lost.
Um, but but yeah, I love a film likewise that
Well, I was just
really
going back onto that because it
captivates you.
made me think of it, and I just wanted to quickly triple check my facts on this beforehand. Um,
Right? Yep.
do you know why Shawshank Redemption didn't win any Oscars? So remember,
Yep.
and I think let me just quickly double check this.
For starters, I didn't know it didn't.
So
So
Shawshank is
to kick
is
off
is
with,
regarded as
hmm
one of the greatest films of all time. There's a lot of people that
mm,
would agree the
hmm
same. Didn't win a
yeah.
single Oscar. Do you know the reason why?
My specialist field of expertise is South United between the decades of 70s, 80s, 90s. So no, I don't know why.
Well, clue. It was released in 1994.
Titanic.
Another film starring Tom Hanks.
Um, oh, um, Life is like a box of
I'm
chocolates.
sorry, Jenny.
Yeah,
Yeah, Forrest Gump was released at the same time. So obviously
yeah,
Forrest Gump
there you
went
go.
and absolutely cleaned up at the
Mm,
Oscars. Yet
mm.
a lot of people consider Shawshank Redemption to be a better film.
And the greatest film and never to win an Oscar by the sounds of
Yeah.
things.
Well, it was like Leo DiCaprio, wasn't it? There were so many roles I feel that he should have won an Oscar for, and his first Oscar was from Revenant.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
so I mean, if they are actually dumbing down films and
Don't
media,
like it.
I do not like that at all. Do not like that at all.
No, but I do, because I always like to argue both sides, if possible. I do understand why they would.
Well, if the stats and the facts and the figures are showing, but
Yeah,
surely we should be teaching people to concentrate on something and put the time and effort into. Do you know what I mean?
what was the series? What was the series last year, which was a continuous take over 4 or so episodes? It's with the young lad that had killed someone, basically.
Oh, uh, 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 uh,
Come on, come on, you're good at
oh,
this. You know what I'm talking
yeah, it was
about.
Stephen Graham. He was one of the most
Exactly.
underrated
Yes.
actors of all time, by the way.
Have you
One
got
second.
an impression of Stephen Graham? Must have.
I didn't know it was him. I thought he was all right. Um, it
Uh,
was. Oh, where is
mm.
it?
I can't remember for life. I'm dreadful at names of TV shows, as you can see. So I'm just going to say random bits and hope
Adolescence.
that you might. Adolescence. That's
Adolescence.
it. Yep. Well done. Yeah. And so getting to that point, captivating.
Yeah.
You can't possibly look away and expect to still enjoy.
I mean, this is the thing. The actors surely that's the reason they get into this. They want to move
Yeah.
people. They want to disturb emotions. They want to, whether that be uncomfortable, whether that be happiness, whether that be surrounding love, but they want to give convincing performances, and that's the reason that they are these sought after actors in doing so.
Of course.
Surely
Yeah.
they can't be happy about being, you know, uh, taking part in things where it's going to be dumbed down content. So, well, oh, sorry, why is the content dumbed down? Oh, just so people
Mm.
can have a look at Facebook while they're watching it. So does
Yeah.
that mean that we're then going to start losing brilliant actors? Is it going to be that it's all just going to be slapstick and easy watching? Do you know, surely it can't be. And
Or AI deep fakes.
I mean, that's
Depressing.
yeah, that would be depressing. That would
Mm.
be absolutely depressing. So many people saving
Yeah.
so much money, but just not producing the quality with that human connection and the human interaction.
Mm. Yeah.
Sadness.
Interesting. It is a sadness. It is a sadness. What else have we got to talk about then? Because we've got 5 minutes or so more, probably. I've still got my PG tips on the go.
What?
Switched up to PG tips at the moment.
Well, I suppose what else I've been on to with today, I dropped Little Legs off, which I was gutted about. I've, had her for the half-term week, up until Thursday anyway, so I've had her for 4 days, and it was gutting dropping her off, as you all know, my relationship with, Sienna, but I have found a new appreciation for parents who are single, and as a dad who is single, um,
Sorry, don't you mean a single dad?
no. No, there's a massive difference between single dad and dad who's single. So, like, basically, a single parent is a person that unfortunately has lost other parental or their partner, whether that be through tragedy or, as we've seen in certain cases and with certain parents that don't really want anything to do with the child afterwards or anything to do with a previous relationship, which is really
Opt
sad.
out.
Essentially do an opt out, which I don't.
Mhm.
I can't understand that. I'll be honest
No.
about that. I worship Sienna, but a
Yep.
parent who's single is yes, you've still got all of the responsibilities, but you have got another parent there for support. It's offensive to those that are single parents to say that I'm a single parent because I'm just a parent who's single, and it really annoys
Yep.
me when people mix up the two. But yeah, I've got a new appreciation for parents who are single that have the primary care responsibilities, 'cause I felt so
Okay.
guilty, so, like, actually working while Sienna, and I'm really lucky as well because Sienna is such a blessing as a child. She's so good, she's so intelligent, she's her manners are impeccable. She's so bright and so bubbly. She is literally sunshine and rainbows, and she is happy enough just to sit there and crack on with her arts and crafts and crack on with, like, either playing Roblox or playing on a
And a
piano,
budding
and a
pianist.
budding pianist, so, having a tickle of the ivories,
That
shall we
that
say.
that's my
Yeah,
pianist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or that guy
Okay.
from Holmes and the Hammer.
Okay.
"Well, so why did you buy this house?
Yeah.
Why did but yeah, I'm blessed in the sense that she's no hassle whatsoever, but yeah, I did feel guilty, not going and taking her swimming or going down and doing arts and crafts with her, and juggling that responsibility of ensuring they're looked after, they're tended to, their lunch is done, their breakfast is ready, they're feeling okay, they're you
Yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot, so yes,
it
I
is.
applaud all of those single parents and parents who are single. In fact, I think we've got an applaud button, haven't we?
I think we have actually. Soundboard, where are we? I think seamless.
But yeah, I
Ah,
applaud all of those that it's a tough job, and it's and
I can actually loop that as well if you're feeling really indulgent.
but yeah, it's tough work, and yeah, it's testament to all of those that are juggling that, and I'm fortunate enough to have a company that allows me to work from home and are
Yeah,
really flexible within that working space, and have that trust in me, and there is that psychological safety where if I do need to
yeah.
nip off for an hour or so, they know I'm going to make the time up. They know I'm going to do. I always work above and
Well,
beyond
you're
anyway.
accountable for your performance,
Yeah,
aren't
of
you,
course you are.
James?
Of course you are. And maybe that's something that we discuss in the next episode is accountability.
Yeah, I mean, accountability is a big thing, and again, sales centric, but accountability is key. The theory is you shouldn't have to manage people's time because they'll be managing their outputs.
Yeah, exactly that.
Um,
Well,
so
definitely.
yeah, if
Let's
they're
keep that for the
accountable,
next episode.
I like that. Shall we just? That's enough. That's
It's
enough of
enough. It's enough.
that.
But
So that's
yes,
my new toy.
awesome episode. I
Yeah,
like that one.
accountability is going to be word of the day because we forgot to
We
identify a
did
word of the
forget
day.
to.
But I like it. I like accountability. That is officially word of the day. I don't have a sound for that yet on the soundboard, but I'll work on
We'll
it,
work on it.
finding one.
Work on
Yeah,
it by the next
work on that.
episode.
And yeah, you know what? I got one other point I want to raise. Not
Sure.
for today though, because we're going to run over time. But I've got one other thing I want to come on to soon. I shared a post about this on LinkedIn actually, and it's all about people in the early stages of their careers, so post grads or first or second jobbers that are in my view, and I speak to a lot of them, increasingly looking for remote first or remote only jobs. Now, as someone who knows that being around people help to sort of rocket launch my career, my experience, my knowledge, I can't understand how, as someone that's trying to get into work, you would actively look to remove yourself from people.
from people.
You know, the positive association with colleagues, leadership, management, you know, all of the things that I think really contribute to the early stages, the building blocks of a career. How you can specifically trying to opt out of that, it to me is a bit of a mystery. That's probably something to catch up on though, again on another pod. What do you think?
Definitely,
Yeah. That
definitely,
almost rattled me for a minute there.
because I've got some strong opinions on that myself.
Wow. Good man. Well, look, as always, a pleasure. Thank you guys also for listening and watching.
Yes, thank you. Word of the day is accountability, and,
Accountability
your book club suggestions, or your book case suggestions, although we've, toyed and
is
mooted the
it's a
idea,
working title.
it's currently a book table, then we shall, put those in the comments.
Wonderful
Cheers
stuff.
to a quick
Cheers,
brew.
James.
Cheers.
On to the next one.
On to the
Thank you,
next.
mate.